Hello, hello, my dear. Thank you so much for joining in and exploring your curiosity for this quantum leap cheat sheet. You can just read through it if you want, but I figured I would also go ahead and take an opportunity to lead us through it. Why not? All right, so the Quantum Leap cheat sheet, written from personal experiences by yours truly, moi, Sitara Fe. I say this here, read through, as these might be the most important pages you read in your life. What's in these pages can initiate a major turning point in your life if you are ready. I do not say that lightly, so let's jump in and get started. So, who am I? Who is Sitara Fe? This is me. This is us at the end of one of my live events in Reno, Nevada. That was several years ago, but one of my favorite photos. That's me there in the white. So hello, I am Sitara Fe. Thank you for reading my Quantum Leap cheat sheet. I help open-minded entrepreneurs, visionaries, and healers who aren't getting the results they want from their efforts and intentions. I was born a medium, yet my professional career as a psychic 13 years ago after getting my psychology degree from Sonoma State University. Psychology couldn't answer the big questions I needed to have an answer, like why did I get the mother that I got? And where did I come from? My family thought I was a nut job for openly pursuing the path of psychic. So they said to me, how are you going to make money? Are you sure you really want to do this? They even questioned if I knew what I was talking about. It wasn't until I was certified, voted, and ranked top 5 female psychic in the United States by the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums out of 17,000 nominations. I was also published in a book recording the 300 best healers, readers, and mediums living during our time that finally my dad had a shift and began supporting more of my endeavors. It was a beautiful turnaround. So fast forward to today, I have served thousands with my message and drive to awaken humanity by anchoring as much light as I possibly can to remind people the truth of their soul origin. So I believe our soul has memories from before incarnation and that we are able to find these memories when we know where and how to look. So every day for the past 13 years, it has been my dedicated focus to help people, especially healers and sleeping dragons, to awaken their ancient wisdom within through guided meditations, guided transmissions, trauma recovery, and deep soul awakening to embody their full power. How's your body feeling with that? I believe you came here with a powerful purpose, and it is my personal mission not only to remind you of this, but to help you create sustainable income while living into your divine purpose. So, these are some testimonials that I had written about me after my year-long training program. Sitara's capacity to take you right to the core of what is blocking with pinpoint accuracy, compassion, clarity, and thoroughness can't help but transform those willing to go there. In literally 4 months, my internal growth has been exponential, and my entire external has landed me in the launch of my dreams, my truest path, and alignment with my purpose. The internal is the key to the external. And having done energy and healing work myself for almost 15 years, I am deeply humbled, honored, and grateful to work with such a master and for our connection that has finally connected to what I could see before me but couldn't access on my own. This was from Araya Onra. She has launched the Way of the Dragon Heart program that connects people to their ancient lineages as well. Her work is tremendously powerful. Truly an honor to work with her as well. Then we have Randy. Sitara Fe is one of the most gifted psychics and mediums in the country. The guidance she provides me has been spot on, but more than that, Samantha has been a life coach, mentor, and most importantly, teacher for me. She is teaching me how to develop and use my own psychic and intuitive gifts. My regret is that I did not meet Sitara many years ago. So I want to also highlight that I have gone through a name change. So if you Google search Samantha Fe, you will also find me, and Sitara Fe. Sitara is a name that came to me when I started channeling light language that I speak very openly about. It's not something that I feel I need to hide or cover. Yes, Samantha is my birth name, and Sitara is the name that I go by now. So this is from James. He says, I thought I was hiring Sitara to help me with my business when in reality, I was hiring her for my soul. She has helped me reach a part of me that I never knew existed. And this is James. He's known as the bearded psychic. Also, oh gosh, I just absolutely love revisiting these. These are some screenshots of testimonials that were in our WhatsApp chat, our group programs, through email, all sorts of stuff. So I say, yes, I've changed my name to Sitara after I began channeling light language in March of 2020. Like I said, I will share more on that, and any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer. So the Quantum Leap cheat sheet, let's get into it. The Quantum Leap is consciously activated experience where you decide you want things in your life to change quickly. So you begin to initiate a quick shift in the energy you are embodying and the energy you are surrounding yourself with. So my first massive quantum leap was in 2016 after I hired my first business coach and went from making, let me be clear, when I started, I was making less than $1,000 a month as a psychic to making over $10,000 per month. And that was, a gradual increase. Then I launched my $25,000 per year training course called the Earth Angels Program without a launch plan. I went up to a cliff above Donner Lake here in California. And I activated the connections of the souls that I knew I was destined to connect with and work with. I work in the fifth dimension. My gift is being able to be an alchemist and translate information from the multidimensional field that we are all co-creating in and anchoring it into this third dimensional reality. My gift is also being able to translate that information to very grounded, graspable information that a 9-year-old would be able to comprehend and to be able to replicate and do. So I was the underdog in this coaching program, and I blew the rest of the results out of the water after assessing how I did it. I knew I could reverse engineer it to teach others. This was something I knew was natural for me to do, and to be honest, frightened me a bit to fully own and embody more of my full power. I was 26, 27 when this happened. So still in my mind, a youngin'. So you can try all sorts of systems and programs and yada yada. But if you don't understand the key element of deeply connecting with your soul path and divine purpose, you will hit wall after wall after wall because you are not going your way, your destined path. So when you pair real world direction and implementation with your soul purpose, this is when all systems work in your favor, when you fully believe in yourself and authentically draw it in and get into the receiving mode. So there's a combination that works here for you. So quantum leaping takes a series of alignments and specific ingredients. Deep desire for life circumstances to change. We have to initiate it from somewhere. Sincere fed upness. I have said this before, that being fed up is one of the most powerful places that you can be in. When you are like, this is enough, I'm ready to change things, I'm willing to do what it takes, that's when you really start showing up for yourself. And everybody's fed upness point, might even be called rock bottom, is different. So the readiness to shift into the next level, and a bit of arrogance. I'm going to throw this one in there. A bit of arrogance to know that you can effectively handle the change that's about to come. And I mean this in the sense that you have to believe so fully in yourself. And the humility in the new age space that says you have to be humble, you have to be humble, you have to be humble. It can really act as a disservice when we are really learning to alchemize and co-create and master our energetic field. So don't be turned off by this word arrogance. It truly is a bit of the magic sauce that helps you get into full belief in yourself, eliminating doubt, eliminating any of these self-loathing beliefs or patterns. Like, you have to believe in yourself fully. So if you have to fake it and you have to cultivate a bit of arrogance, do it because it will help. So, but here's the caveat to that, is that there's secure confidence that you are capable of fulfilling the leap you're calling in. So let's go into that a little bit deeper. So these are the basics. It's really not something we need to complicate in the ethers of DNA upgrades and channeling your future self, although these are fun and add to the excitement. They're not necessary. Think of people who are not walking the spiritual path and who have been able to create massive waves, right? Some can hold this frequency and continue to grow with it. I like to research and look at stars. Paul McCartney is one that held the candle and through his entire life. Tom Petty, another one. Aerosmith, Steve Tyler, another one. Like, these are people that were able to hold that light. Lady Gaga, another great example, to be able to hold that light and cultivate it with grace. So some buckle under the pressure. Think Jimi Hendrix, think Janis Joplin, think Amy Winehouse, the lead singer of the Cranberries. Like I said, I like to use musicians and stars as a way, think Lindsay Lohan, because there's a way where the spotlight is so bright that it illuminates this light. So we want to be able to hold and cultivate that frequency. If we're going to quantum leap, we want to make sure we did not write a check our butt can't cash. All right. So a sincere and deeply heartfelt word of caution. These practices, they're no joke. This isn't playing with a Ouija board and just checking to see if magic works. These teachings are not for playing around for people that would just want to see if magic in multiple dimension work. I can assure you it does, fully and completely. What I do also want to share is the importance of allowing yourself to grow into the embodiment of your full potential. You, right now, as you're sitting listening to this, are far more capable than you give yourself credit for right now. So it is my purpose to help you activate and deeply cultivate this power within yourself in a deeply heart-centered and grounded way. So another massive quantum leap that I called in for myself was when I moved from Bali, Indonesia to Dubai to work on the leading edge of the crypto world in a leading city of global innovation. Yes, you can look it up. They are advertising themselves as the leaders, as leading edge of the metaverse, Web3 cultivation, cryptocurrency, decentralized finance. I went from living in Bali through 2.5 years during the pandemic, which is a very strong, activating incubator experience, to moving straight to Dubai to be in, it was the biggest cultural shift I've ever landed in. So the leading edge of that global innovation was a very powerful experience. So I did this by leading daily YouTube videos that you can find on my channel in November and December of 2021, while also EFT tapping away any and all resistance, thoughts, or fears. It took me about 30 days to cultivate this leap. The key here was not that I was aiming for Dubai. In fact, when I got the invitation, when the invitation came, I had to look on a map to see where I was going. I wasn't even very much aware of this city at all, and obviously have learned so much since. But the key was that I was opening myself to miraculous energy and opening the portal to step into a completely different life experience that offered more growth and education than where I was in my day-to-day life in Bali, which also was another powerfully cultivated dream space before I moved there. So quantum leaping is something everybody can do, for sure. It's important to know that it does take a bit of dedication and drive to focus your energy to make it happen, yet it is always an option when you want to change your circumstances, and you want to change your circumstances fast. I wouldn't recommend activating and initiating a quantum leap without support. You can. You absolutely can. You can just even go watch my series Quantum Cash Flow and make it happen. But here's why. Sometimes this will activate a heap of emotional growth before the shift happens to clear what is holding you back. It can be very challenging, but it's worth it. This is why I highly recommend having support in place. So 2, when you quantum leap, you want to be able to make sure you can stabilize at that new frequency to continue to grow, or it can be easy to have quick success, then lose it all. I've experienced both, And I can tell you from the deepest place of my wounded failures, it is not fun to fall from grace. It is not. So, for these 2 reasons alone, I recommend setting up a support network and foundation before you quantum leap so the infrastructure in your life can truly handle the shift you are cultivating. Truly. We're talking about lifelong sustainable growth here, not just a quick little shift. So yes, a quantum leap can be all fun and games, but let me tell you, the true alchemy is activating a quantum leap and continuing to grow from your new set point. So we have a secret growing community that is practicing a case study right now. Since you're reading this or since you're listening to me talk about this, I believe that you're ready. It's by no mistake that we're here. So I invite you to DM me the word RISE to my Instagram or Facebook Messenger so I can learn a bit more about your situation and share some of the info with you. The case study is intended to anchor powerful testimonials to create a much larger program in 2023. And I would love for you to be our next success story. I would love to support you through your next quantum leap. And I would love to see you rise and to see how capable you truly are. So let this all sink in and connect with me. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Mwah.